What is up, everybody? This is the Climax coming at you with a brand new video, and today we are going to be talking about the possible expansions that could be released for World of Warcraft this Thursday. So here we go. I'm going to start off with the big one. Blizzard recently just copywrote something called the Council of the Glades. The Council of the Glades is like implying, or at least everybody believes it's talking about the Guardians, you know, the Tristful Glades, the Guardians of the Tristful Glades, Medivh, Medan, whatever the fuck Medivh's mom's name was. I don't know, she was just super badass. I can't remember her name at the exact moment. But anyway, yeah, it'd be about those guys. Maybe Khadgar as well, because Khadgar could very well possibly actually be the Guardian right now, because he is wielding a Tish, the Great Staff of the Guardians, which, I mean, more or less just like, that's what the Guardians used as their weapon, was the legendary weapon of a Tish, which is super cool. And I believe that'd be sweet if we found out Khadgar was like the Guardian and Medivh somehow was able to get peace back into the story, or Medan even. If Medan was in this, that'd be super cool to me, because Medan, I know everybody believes Thrall is Green Jesus, but fuck that. Medan is fucking Jesus. Like, he is the definition of Jesus. He is like unkillable Superman syndrome motherfucking badass, half orc, half human, not half, but part orc, part human, part fucking Draenei. That is like the weirdest fucking disgusting combination ever, but he's a badass. Just believe me, he's Green Jesus, unlike Thrall. I know some people might think that's blasphemy. It isn't. It isn't. Just look up who Medan is and you'd understand what I'm talking about. Okay, so yeah, that's what that expansion would probably be about. You'd probably expect to see, oh god, some sort of like spell-based class with that if they released a new class, which I think would be pretty cool. Like maybe releasing Spellbreaker. They were in Warcraft, and those guys are pretty fucking cool. Like, I don't know, male wearing fucking sword shield melee tank and or DPS Spellbreaker sounds fucking sweet. It could be a very cool class. That's not exactly what I would go for, but it's very possible that that could be. And then the other one that everybody is really hoping for is Eye of Azshara or the South Seas. Like, holy shit, I want this. That is something to be hyped for. That is something I hope Blizzard comes through with, because there's so many things you could do with that expansion. Class-wise, you could, God, there's like 3 you could do for it. You could do fucking Demon Hunter. I really would like to see Tinker or the Warden. Demon Hunter, everybody wants that super bad. That's actually probably like my least wanted out of those 3. Tinker sounds fucking awesome. Going around fucking bitches with explosives? Yeah, come on. Explosives master. Yes, that sounds awesome. A lot of people say, oh yeah, that's just basically like engineer. Fuck that. No. It is an awesome sounding class by itself. Please give it to me, Blizzard. And then maybe giving us like a... And for Warden, it would be like, oh god, I don't even know, like Maiev, you know, huge, like, she's basically a demon hunter, except for she isn't, like, yeah, just, never mind that. She fucking is awesome. There's so many cool things that could go in with that class. I don't know exactly what type of spells, just, like, anti-demon type shit. It wouldn't be, like, holy, but it wouldn't be fucking evil. I don't know, just be, like, a middle ground, kind of like Warrior, where it's just, like, bad fucking ass. I could see that going super duper fucking well. And I hope that is a class that ends up getting implemented as well. Tinker or that, super cool. People have been talking about the Shadow Stalker because of the other thing. Shadow Stalker sounds pretty cool to me. My biggest problem with playing Hunter right now is that it's just not flashy enough. There's not enough cool things going on with the screen with it. It's just like knocking back your arrow, shooting it. It's just like, nah, that's not my type of class. I need to, you know, see what's going on. What is my class doing? And if they made it like a flashy version of that, I could actually really see myself playing that. If they gave it like a melee spec as well, that would make it much more interesting for me, because I'd like to be able to swap between melee DPS and range DPS. That sounds like it'd be a great time for me. So yeah, that's one that I'd also really like to see. A new race for Celsius or the Eye of Azshara. I'd love to see Ethereal. Fucking Ethereal. Like, a lot of people are interested in it. I am totally on board with that whole fucking, like, energy globule that, like, looks like a fucking human body and all those wrappings and shit. Fucking shit up. That sounds amazing. Give me that. Give me that, Blizzard. I want Ethereal. Make it neutral so you can choose either side. Just do it like the pandas, because I feel like that was a great thing, you know, making it so you can choose either side, because, I don't know, giving a race to one side could really make somebody, like, have to decide on something that they really don't want to. Like, let's say a new race came out for both of them, and you're mainly a Horde player, but the new Alliance race is so fucking cool and you really want to play it. I know, but all your friends are on Horde. You'd be forced not to play that class because your friends are all on Horde. I think we need neutral classes. Like, most of our classes need to be neutral now, so we can make that decision and go, like, if we think the class is badass, we can choose either side and still play with our friends. So I hope Blizzard does something like that. And what the Eye of Azshara and South Seas like would entail would be going to the South Seas, fighting Queen Azshara, the Naga, possibly an Old God, possibly some Legion, because there is the Throne of Kil'jaeden in there, which is... No, not Throne of Kil'jaeden, what the fuck is it? Tomb of Sargeras, sorry, it's Tomb of Sargeras is there. And it's just, like, there's so much we could do there. We could go to the city of Ny'alotha, which is, like, speculated to be a fucking terrifying place. Like, underwater, destroyed. South Seas, we could do Neptulon, finally. I know that big guy, that, Neptulon and Azumat, we never got that story finished because Cataclysm never actually released that underwater raid, which I think is really sad because that could have been a really cool raid, but it also could have been really glitchy and whatnot. That's why they didn't do it. So I understand that. But the South Seas has so much potential. We could go to, like, there'd be Trolls, Naga, Old Gods, Legion, fucking pirates, and maybe we'd get our own pirate ship and we'd be able to, like, sail through the fucking seas freely and go and, like, explore little islands and shit and find, like, treasures. Doesn't that sound fucking sweet? That'd be something for the casual to do, something for me to do, something for everybody to do. I feel like people would love it. Maybe, like, I don't know. I highly doubt they give us, like, ship battles, but if they allowed that, that would make the game even fucking cooler. Like, going around and, like, seeing another ship and just going, okay, are we going to attack each other? What's happening? Waiting for that first strike? Is nothing gonna happen? They strike, then you just go out full-blown fucking battle up against these guys. I think that sounds sweet. We should get something like that. They've had so much time to work on this because it doesn't even seem like they did any work on Warlords of Draenor, even though, honestly, I know they did. They just didn't try as hard as they usually do, which makes me really sad, because Blizzard is my favorite video game company ever. So I'm just really hoping that they can do a much better job with this next expansion. And that's basically all I really have to say about this, like, what those two expansions would be, and, like, what I want to see from them. So, like, you guys can leave what you think you'd like to see or what expansion you'd really like to see in the near future. So yeah, just post that in the comments, like and subscribe. I'll talk to you guys later. This has been the Climax. See ya.